Hi, this is Pete,
I'm Craig,
and this is PC Whiskey Review.
and as promised, Pete has brought us really something exceptional. Pete, what do we got?
You know, we have the Booker's Bourbon, and this is the small batch. And did you know that Booker's Bourbon is actually made by Jim Beam?
I did know that.
You did know that?
I did know
Wow.
that. But guess what this is? This is coming up later. We got ourselves a Baker 107, which is made
Ooh.
by the Beam family. So anyway,
Outstanding.
we'll try this one later.
And this is by Booker Noe. He is one of the great guys that makes all kinds of fantastic bourbon. But the Booker's Bourbon, the reason it came about is there's 4 releases a year that they do. Well, 3, 4, so usually. This year they did 4. This is number 3 for 2019. And it's a small batch, and it's cask strength. And that's the beauty of this, the Booker's. It's all cask strength, all of them are.
Now, Pete actually brought some of this over and let me try this, I don't know, now a couple of months ago. Right?
Yeah, it's been a little while now.
Totally surprised by the superb flavor of this. So I'm looking forward to another redo of this one.
I'm looking forward to it because it just had a fantastic taste, smell, and I just loved it.
What's the proof on this one, Pete?
Oh, you know, the proof on this is, let's unbox it and take a look. Look at the cool box that it comes in. Uncut, unfiltered. That's the beauty of these cask strengths.
Yeah, nice presentation.
Yes, nice. I'm sure this is probably a cask. This is one of the barrels that they use, and they just cleaned it up and presented it with the bottle. So here we go. There's the Booker's. And this is the 2019 release number 3. And they call this the Booker's Country Ham. He was quite the guy that loved smoked hams.
He made his own, right? That's the thing.
Yes, he made his own.
Not only did he make an incredible bourbon, he made his own cured hams. He was passionate about these hams, I guess.
So I will
I'll pull this one down.
go ahead and take them. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
You know what that said? It said, hey,
Music.
drink me.
Oh, that was music to my ears.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Oh.
Beautiful color.
There you are, my friend.
We just acquired these Glencairns. Nice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I know it's a little dark out, but I can still tell with the lights of the camera that this is a golden amber color.
Nice color. Pete, cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to you.
Here's to drinking fine bourbons. Any bourbons, all bourbons. To find the one you like. Ooh.
So, this has an overpowering alcohol scent, but that is because it is 124/7.
I have to look at it, and it is 124/7, and it goes for 6 years, 4 months, and 2 days is how long it was aged.
So it's gonna smell like booze on this nose. But underneath that, you get that earthiness, the oak.
Got some sweetness to it.
Yeah, it has almost reminds me a bit of like clover honey, or
I would go with some honey, for sure. I definitely smell some honey in there.
hints of, you can, a little bit of caramel before that alcohol kind of overtakes it, but it's to be expected with something this hot. Well, are you ready to give this a try?
I am ready to give it a sample.
Whew. Very hot on the finish, but before it gets there, just amazing flavors. I mean, the caramel is amazing in that.
It's still going.
Yeah, and it lingers and lingers and lingers.
I love that. The fact that it keeps lingering on, and the sweetness and the smoke flavor.
They did not miss when they put this together. That is fantastic bourbon.
If you can find it, go for it. Find it. If you like sweet bourbons that linger. Oh,
Yeah, it's still on my palate. It's a bit earthy, not overpowering though. At the very, very tail end of that, there's this medicinal alcohol hit, but once that mellows out, fantastic. I'm going to go for another.
I got that caramel in there.
Unwatered one.
Oh.
Cheers, Pete. Great.
Oh, yes.
Great bring. I mean, this tastes so much more full and robust than it smells.
Absolutely. Oh, it just lingers and it coats your mouth.
I'm almost not wanting to put any water in this, folks. It's that good.
That's right. We have to add a little bit.
We have to add water.
Yes,
That's what
we
people do on bourbon
yes,
reviews, Pete.
Yes, I know. They do it in reviews. I guess we should probably think about it.
If you take
Look at that.
a look at that color. I mean, I know we're out here. It's like the middle of night here, we're at Ocean City State Park near Ocean Shores. By the way, if you like the beach, you like state parks, this is a good park to try bourbons at. Put it that way. But look at that beautiful bourbon. Ooh. Yeah, the color on that is just spectacular. It's got as much color as some of the bourbons we've seen that have been sitting in a barrel for twice as long.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
this is actually it's fairly young, as long as it hasn't sat there very long at all.
All right, one more taste before we add water to that. But
I took some pretty good pulls this first time around, so I think I'll just go ahead and.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Look at that. That is delicious. Absolutely, Pete. Good job. Good choice bringing that into the experience.
I'm going to pour a little bit of water on mine. I don't want much in there, just to. Oh,
There you
that's
go.
perfect.
Do the same thing for me. That was a beautiful pour.
Okay, I have the ability. I can do this. You have a little more. Maybe I should give you a little less. That's just right
Okay.
enough for what
All
you
right.
got.
All right.
Because you know me, I am the mix master.
So we have a format change. We're going to do one bourbon at a time, particularly when they're 124/7, because we're only human. And just talking about the bourbon at hand. So shorter episodes, which is probably a good thing, and maybe more episodes as we do one bourbon at a time. Part of that is because pitting one bourbon against another sometimes is just, it doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't add anything to the experience to compare one to the next. They both have their own characteristics often, and this is uncomparable to. I mean, I kind of put this somewhere in.
This is one of my collections I want to keep.
Yeah,
I wanna
this
find
is
more
in the-
and have those for later.
Happy land for me. It's that good. Though
Yeah.
much hotter on the finish. Now with a little bit of water.
It mellowed the aroma.
Oh, the nose has changed a little bit. Yeah. That's it's less medicinal in tone. All right, here we go.
It smells a lot sweeter.
Yeah, it takes that mule kick right off of it when you add a
my
little bit of
gosh.
water.
It brings a lot more sweetness to it.
Yeah, the flavor just absolutely became more of those honey notes, and
Yeah, it brought the sweetness to the front.
yeah, that's very nice.
You don't have that long, lingering
So
aftertaste, which it coated your tongue before, and now it's not nearly as long.
I think a PC tip is add a little water to this one, and you will enjoy it that much more. But quite nice. So, this water added sweetness, I would put that somewhere in brown sugar. What do you think?
Touch of molasses.
Oh, yeah,
Possibly.
nice. I got a
Maybe
little bit of that.
molasses
Yeah.
in there. Oh my gosh!
I really like that earthy, oaky hit just before it finishes and lingers. There's this earthy hit, not in a bad way. It sort of adds a complexity to it that you don't get with a lot of bourbons. And it's strangely, I don't know if you noticed this, but it kind of hits you in waves, in layers for each thing, where some bourbons kind of blend together and kind of.
and dissipate and go
Yeah,
away. And you
yeah,
never
this one
notice
just
it
says-
anymore. This one's. Oh, wait a minute! It's got that part of it's gone. The molasses sweetness is gone, and now you got a little bit of the alcohol, and now you got a little bit of the wood flavor, and then you got that smoke in there.
Boy, that is delicious, though. Huh?
This is one of my top 5s.
Yeah, it's way up there in bourbon land. Like I said, it's somewhere in. This is a Pappy Van Winkle kind of world that this one's living in.
Oh my
It's
gosh!
that good.
Yes, we're gonna have to find more.
Well,
But you know what? There's others out there that will equal this or surpass it.
do you think you could find this bottle right now?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, but there's other editions of this
Yes.
coming out. So I would watch for this. Again, this is good advice. Get to know on a personal level, get to know somebody that owns a liquor store, because this is how you find these bourbons. They'll give you a tip to come in when they have it in stock or whatever, or put you on the lottery. This is the way to get these bourbons.
No, this one for me, I just happened to walk into a liquor store that doesn't see a lot of foot traffic, but it's not available to everybody. So I just walked in there and saw it sitting there, and I grabbed 2 bottles.
Now, I will say this about Pete. He has got a magic quality to him, like a unicorn, when he's finding bourbons, more than I do. And I'm looking for him. He even has, I can't find Knob Creek, it's 120 proof. Yeah?
Yeah, 120
So
proof.
Knob Creek 120, we have that. We'll probably try that tomorrow and sample that. But I've tried to find it, can't get it anywhere. Even when they say I've got it in stock, I get there and it's out by the time I get there. So there you go.
Well, a little disclaimer about the 120 proof, Craig. I've had that for a while, and it actually happened to be a store pick for the store that I usually go to. And I finished at least half the bottle, if not 3/4 of the bottle. But I've shared it with friends, of course. I would never just drink it alone.
I'll forgive you. I can't wait to try it. We'll try that tomorrow. And maybe we'll compare it to this, if it's comparable.
We can't do an A/B comparison, but we can still try a 120 proof Knob Creek, which I look forward to.
Yeah. So you've had it before. What do you think of it?
I enjoyed it. It's a little bit on the hot side. I'm not quite sure
Well,
if I
so
like
is
it
this.
with water. Well, this is
Hot
still
different?
smooth. Yeah, it's way different. Way different.
I'm gonna toss this back, and I'm gonna have it full test again, because it's his bourbon, not mine. Just to compare, now that I've had it with a little bit of water. Here we go. Let me shoot this down. Oh, that is very good.
I think I like it better neat.
I
than
think I do
without the
too.
water.
It's a little bit painful, but
Hey, there's no pain in that.
some pain is good. Well, you know what I mean. It's a little bit hot at the finish, straight, but it is just, it's so complex.
There is, 23 ounces or 23 shots per bottle.
And how many have we had, Pete?
We've had 4, maybe 5.
I think you were saying you were going to leave this bottle with me at the end of the review. Was that true?
I don't see that happening. I love you, buddy, but
Cheers.
we'll drink
All right.
something else.
Here we
I'm
go.
sure.
Full strength again. I actually think I prefer this with a little bit of pain.
Love hurts, love scars.
Yeah, that just, it's wonderful.
Do.
But if you guys take a look at that, beautiful color. So the point of these Glencairns is that you'll notice it has a bowl, and then it narrows down to the top like a fluted glass. That's to bring all the aroma of the, in some cases, Scotch, in this case bourbon, right to you.
And a lot of people, when they're sampling several varieties, will put something on top so they will not
Dissipate?
interfere with their aromas because of all the different varieties they're sampling.
I've
at that
actually
time.
never seen that. That's a great idea, I guess.
But
Does it work?
we're only doing the one, so thank goodness we don't have to compare A to B to C to D.
Well, there's always tomorrow. And
That's
then we'll
right.
compare.
All right, this is good. Craig, you've been wearing this bucket hat. I don't know if I should call it a bucket hat or what kind of dome hat I should call it, but
I'm trying to feel less offended than I should be right now about my hat. What are you trying to say, Pete?
that I love your hat, Craig.
I don't get that vibe from you. So today I'm wearing this hat in support of our postal workers, our national postal workers who work hard day in and day out to bring us our postal
Deliveries,
every day.
whether it is more bourbon from somebody else.
So, here's to you, postal workers.
Thank you.
Thank you, and let's go postal.
No, let's not go postal. Let's just enjoy their fine work that they perform.
Here's to postal workers. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, once again, thank you. If you like what you've seen today, please subscribe.
Oh my gosh, please subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, comment as well. We love subscriptions. We love comments. And if you like it, hit your thumbs up. And if you don't, hit the thumbs down twice. And this is Pete.
This is Craig watching Pete take all of the good lines on the closing.
PC Whiskey Reviews. Pete and
Let's try
Craig.
this again.
We're out.
All right, let's try this again.
No.